A few minutes later, one of my youth leaders comes into the room and says, "You need to go out there. They almost killed Travis." What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Youth Group Chronicles. Joining me in the studio tonight, Isaiah Smallwood and Sha Rax. Welcome, guys.
Sha Risley.
This is from Daniel. Daniel said, "I was watching a movie with a bunch of youth group guys at about 12:30 a.m. when I heard a high-pitched scream coming from our big multi-purpose room. There was a rumor going around that the girls were going to scare some of the boys that night, so I pretty much ignored it, thinking that's what was going on. I was wrong. A few minutes later, one of my youth leaders comes into the room and says very calmly, 'You need to go out there. They almost killed Travis.' I immediately went out and saw 7 to 8 high school guys crowded over my adult leader, Travis, who was sitting upright on the ground, drenched in what I would assume was his sweat, with his eyes bulging out of his sockets."
The hamster.
Apparently, some students had duct taped him to a table and were carrying him around, leaning him on walls and messing around with him. Then one of our freshman boys, who was 6 foot 3 inches tall and 270 pounds, decided to lay him down on the floor and sit on his chest, whispering into his ear, "It will all be over soon." That is when Travis started to have an asthma attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
The kid got off him, but Travis still couldn't breathe because he was duct taped to the table. Luckily, one of the other boys had a metal throwing star in his pocket.
That's crazy.
What?
She said Sha knows about this. What?
Hold up. Oh.
What you saying?
Sha knows about not being able to breathe because somebody's on his chest. She said. Sha knows about that.
Yeah,
Do you, Sha?
I had a 250-pound man on my chest. This is crazy to me.
Clip that. Somebody clip that. Clip that. Did you tell? What
No.
happened next, Sha?
I can't get a break.
Anyway, they said that's when he started to have an asthma attack. The kid got off him, but Travis still couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Because he was duct taped to the table.
Yeah.
Luckily, one of the other boys had metal throwing stars for some reason, and they cut him off the table.
Man thought he was
We're so grateful.
Man thought he was a ninja.
We're so grateful for the weapon you brought.
Thank you, buddy. Wait, and his chest probably caved in.
Probably.
Yeah.
One
Wow.
claps.
He almost didn't make it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, 250 pounds on your
Lucky
chest.
to be alive.
Saying, "You're going to make it through, buddy."
No, what did he say?
Probably brings back some memories, huh?
No. It'll all be over soon.
He'll be all. He was
That's a
actually trying to kill
wild
him.
thing to whisper
He
in
was
someone's
actually trying
ear.
to kill him.
So he gets sent home just like the girl with the pillow.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
For good.
For good. You're not invited back to this youth group.
It'll be all over soon.
This is a story from Sam. Sam said, "Our youth group discovered that a few days after we left camp, a disaster happened. We were notified that one of our guys had decided to pull a prank on the girls, and he somehow got into the kitchen and filled a few Ziploc bags with powdered sugar.
Oh, no.
On the bags, he wrote cocaine. Then he snuck into the girls' cabin while we were all at worship and left the bags there. Except none of the girls found it. The group that booked the camp directly after us did.
Oh, man.
Because this was such a small town in the middle of nowhere, the entire police force came out and shut down the entire camp.
Bro.
No one was allowed in or out for an entire day, and from what we heard, even the FBI and DEA got involved. I don't know exactly how it went down since we weren't there, but we are permanently banned from ever going to that camp again."
Narcos. They thought the cartel was up in there, huh? That's crazy. You can't play around like that. Like, that's how you...
I want to know how...
It's over dramatic.
I'm just picturing Wellsboro, where I grew up, that happening.
Over dramatic.
You got to think, though, like, something like this is like a kilo.
That's what I'm saying.
They're bucking.
They're bugging.
And
for
he filled
real.
out a couple bags, he said?
There was like 3 bags, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing fed time.
Nobody wanted to test it.
Apparently,
They tested
apparently
it.
not.
They had to test it.
They had to test it. It was probably a placebo effect. Somebody was like, "Yeah, guys, that's the real stuff."
Got a sugar rush.
He was probably like, "Guys, it's real. Guys, it's real."
Man got a sugar rush.
Sugar
It's
rush.
crazy.
Crazy.
Welcome to our Instagram audience, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you
good
guys
stuff.
want to join us in the future, you can check us out on Instagram. YG Chronicles is where we go live when we record. This is a story from Joshua Norris. Joshua said, "When I was in youth group, our church printed jerseys for our softball team.
Sounds familiar.
Except without thinking, they took the first letters of First Assembly of God and put them on the chest of every jersey running vertically.
No, don't say the word.
Oh,
Don't
I thought
say
it
the
said
word.
fam. Okay.
Don't say the word.
I see what you're saying now.
First
wow.
Assembly of God.
Faog. You gotta add the O in there.
They didn't add the O.
Oh. Too bad for them.
Too bad for them.
They walking around. Hey.
Nah, cause that's the type of stuff that'll get us canceled. Nobody cares about
them.
anything else except for that.
I love, at the end of the day, I love my people.
Those are your people?
Yeah.
Those are your people?
Everybody's my people. I love everybody. That we're called to love.
Yo people. Well, look at his legs. They are his people.
His feet are crossed.
Those are his people. Oh, man.
He's trying to get me in trouble.
Not me. He said, I love my people.
Emmanuel said, is that going to be another shirt? No, we're not selling that one as merch.
No.
Let's do it, man.
This is from Todd. Todd said, at youth camp, there was screaming coming from a couple of the guys' cabins. Apparently, there was a kid mooning other guys, and he kept doing it over and over again, even putting his butt in people's faces. One of the students was not happy about this.
Wait.
Oh my
There
gosh.
better be butter in there.
Do I get my $5?
Is there butter in
That
there?
is insane.
Right here.
Yes, right here.
Just set it
Lauren just walked in. Yeah, bring it here too. So
Wait, watch
Lauren
that.
just walked in with
She
like
said,
a 5-gallon bag of fresh popcorn. Look at this.
Movie theater popcorn.
Movie theater popcorn.
What were they closing?
Did you guys see that?
Huh? For free.
Oh, it's for free.
No eating on the live. No crunching.
Hey, we got blessed.
You could take a couple bites and then we're done.
Blessed in the city.
Thanks for giving me my Odie Mars money back. I worked hard for that.
Someone's gonna Google that place.
They're going to be disappointed.
This is what the cocaine in the last story looked like.
That's probably what it did look like.
We're on a mooning story, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's it. No more eating. I can literally hear you all the way over
I'm
here.
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's why I moved the microwave.
Apparently, there was a kid mooning other guys, and he kept doing it over and over again, even putting his butt in people's faces. One of the students was not happy about it and told him he would regret it if he did it to him.
That's wild.
Wait.
So
pause.
naturally, the guy mooned this kid to see what would happen. When the guy put his butt in the kid's face, he took out pepper spray
Pause.
Oh my
and
gosh.
sprayed his bare butt, causing this kid to run out of the cabin screaming. Unfortunately, when he sprayed the guy's butt, he accidentally sprayed himself in the process.
That backsplash.
Man farted.
Needless to say, they both regretted it.
Wait, he farted?
No.
He got hit with the retract. It bounced off and sprayed him back in the face.
Man, y'all be unfruity. This is
If I
crazy.
had Squirt Squad merch, I'd send it to him.
I feel like we
is
just
this
have to
what
send in the merch.
Is this what they play at the, is that what they do at these camps?
I mean, I could see it. I don't think that ever happened at our camp. No, Shaw asked that because last time we were talking, he wondered what a camp was because he never grew up like you didn't grow up Christian. What'd you say?
He said,
Don't pick on my stutter problem.
you don't have a stutter.
Emily said
don't,
he
in the
deserved
name
it
of
low
Jesus.
key.
Come on.
Yeah, I think he kind of did. Did he deserve it? Instagram Live? I think so. This is a story from what? Are you eating again?
Stop. Just go.
DJ said, at a youth group lock-in, I did a challenge where if you eat an entire bowl of M&Ms and ketchup without throwing up, you got a prize. I ate the entire thing, but I threw up in the bowl. One kid patted me on the back, picked up my bowl of vomit, made eye contact with me, and proceeded to eat the ketchup, M&Ms, and chunky vomit
Ew.
like it was cereal.
Bro, you got some type of disease from that. That is gross, bro.
That's beyond gross.
People just do stuff to try to be cool. Like, now you're being
I don't
nasty.
think that he was trying to be cool.
What do you think?
I just think
He was in trying to impress one of them girls.
That's not how you
that's
do it.
not
Yeah,
impressive.
exactly.
That is not how you do it.
He didn't know that. He thought he was being impressive.
That man was
Grippy
hungry.
sock vacation, that's a fact. Guys, if you
who
have...
does that?
I don't
could
even
tell
want.
you-
I don't want to know.
I could tell you who, but I won't, because it doesn't matter.
If you have stories you want to send in, stories at ygcpodcast.com is where you can email us your stories. This is from Joseph. Joseph said, at a youth group lock-in, we were playing hide and seek in complete darkness.
That no.
Manhunt.
Remember the last?
Manhunt.
Except one youth leader decided to turn on strobe lights mid-game without telling anyone.
No. No.
So as we were playing, the strobe lights suddenly came on, and I spotted a bunch of kids and adults surrounding a student. Turns out this kid had epilepsy. Thank you. Epilepsy, and was running in the dark area behind the stage. When he came running on stage, he was greeted by the flashing strobe lights. This kid had a seizure and passed out on the stage mid-sprint. He was running so fast that he slid on his stomach and fell off our 5-foot stage. He ended up breaking his leg and his arm. The sight made 3 kids pass out and 2 vomit on the spot.
What's up with all the vomiting,
Collateral
bro?
damage.
This is sad. These are sad
Stop
stories.
looking at me, Sam.
I can't not look at you.
Stop looking at me.
I can't not look at you.
I don't got no
nothing to
reaction
say.
to that one.
I have nothing to say.
No reaction.
Actually, I do. I have one thing to say.
What?
How are they doing now?
He's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's fine.
So it's okay that we react to this
Yeah,
because he's fine.
sure.
Oh, okay, good. Nah, bro, because I almost got canceled the last time.
No, you
we
didn't.
talked
No
about
one said
somebody
anything.
with a-
No one said
with a seizure.
anything.
No, we definitely no. I'm
Oh,
tired of
that
it.
one.
I'm tired of
That
soft.
They be
one.
trying to
They're
get
soft.
They be trying to catch Zay in a
Golly, bruh.
little triple.
I was thinking about your original one. No, the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were pretty tight about that.
And still to this day, she'd stay home. Anyway, she'd stay home.
If you guys know what we're talking about.
I know
She'd stay
exactly
home.
what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Do you know what we're talking
Yeah.
about? Okay. I'm sure everyone else knows too. This is from Katie. Katie said, I went to a summer camp where the speaker had someone tie him to a post and then whip his back while all the students had to watch in horror. I would imagine for a sermon illustration, but still.
That's it?
That's literally the end of the story. What else were you expecting?
What were they trying to? What was the point?
I would imagine he was pretending to be Jesus.
Jesus, right?
Yeah.
No.
But normally you fake it.
What is wrong?
I don't know, bro. I literally don't know.
Zay. Zay. Don't do it. What were they whipping him with, a belt?
I don't know what they were whipping with, but I feel like
matter. The kid was getting whipped.
it was an adult.
Oh, it was an adult? He signed up for that?
The speaker did.
The adult signed up for that?
The speaker tied himself to a post and then had someone whip him.
Okay.
That sounds a little more.
Yeah.
More on the,
He does
the
that
other
for a living.
side. That's a little different. That sounds a little different
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
That's an AO.
If that man said, "Now whip me."
I don't think they're trying to what is it called? Reenact nothing.
He said, "Whip me."
They wasn't reenacting nothing.
My man said, "Now whip me."
They was trying to do something different.
Is that all you have?
Harder.
This is crazy, dude.
You guys are insane.
Oh man. Hey, I guess anything to get the point across, huh?
That is true.
For the
As we-
gospel. You think for the gospel?
The comments.
I'm gonna read it out loud.
That,
You got the one from Emily. I can't. I'm not gonna read that, but that is funny. This is why you guys got to join the live.
Is that all you got?
This is from Marianne. Marianne said, on a youth group camping trip, one of the guys pulled a muscle in his leg, and he was using Icy Hot for it. Midnight rolls around, and everyone was in their tents asleep, when all of a sudden, we heard a gut-wrenching scream, like someone was being murdered. Turns out, because of where this kid pulled the muscle, the Icy Hot had gotten moved by his clothes onto his genitals while he was sleeping, and was giving this kid brutal chemical burns on his crotch.
sounds like a brand I know.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
What's that? Old Spice?
What? Icy
No,
Hot.
you know about that Old Spice stuff.
No.
Child, this happened to you?
No. I don't use Old Spice.
Do you use Icy Hot?
I don't use Icy Hot either. What up?
What'd you say, Lauren? Let us know.
What? I use woman deodorant.
Go ahead.
Oh.
No, it works.
I use what's it called? Suave.
You talking about that Suave
Dove,
and like
that
the
Dove,
little blue one?
Dove like coconut or something like that. Whatever.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm
I thought that you were saying that you
I'm
sprayed
I'm
like
gonna put
Old
the
Spice
game-
on your
I'm-
penis. and then it started to burn. That's what I thought you were trying to. That's what I thought he was trying to say.
No, I'm gonna put y'all on game.
Okay.
If y'all didn't know,
Let's do it.
it just smells a lot better. You smell
It does.
fresh.
And it lasts longer. It really does.
You can't get that scented stuff though. I don't like that stuff.
You don't?
It got to
What do
be
you
like
prefer?
it got to be like a
This is a commercial at this point.
coconut. Or like
Whoever it is, they should
Butter.
sponsor Youth Group Chronicles.
cocoa butter or something like that.
The cocoa butter.
Yeah, it got to be something like that. Sorry.
Okay. Moving on. This is a story from Keon. While at youth camp, I was craving caffeine and we all went for a walk on the beach. On the way back, I resorted to asking residents of the area if they had any Coca Cola. And one lady in particular told me that I wouldn't find any Coke in this town because there were a lot of, quote, clinic people who live in the area, but if she found some, she would bring it to me. Confused, I just laughed and agreed with her. It wasn't until I continued talking about these clinic people for about 5 minutes with her that I realized she thought we were a rehab group and I was looking for cocaine.
Yeah. That's probably what she thought because that's what you were asking for.
Not necessarily.
No, man.
Bro, who goes out and asks people for Coke?
Exactly. If you want Coca-Cola, go to the store and buy some.
The only time somebody asked me,
Like, what do you... Come on.
they're asking for
And
drugs.
you're walking around the beach asking for Coke instead of just... Do you have anything to drink?
You
Come
got
on.
energy
You know what
drink.
you were doing. You know what you were doing.
You got caffeine.
They wanted to be featured on Youth Group Chronicles, so they sent that in. That's
Someone
what they
said she
wanted.
should have bought that powdered sugar.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Powdered sugar. Yep.
You knew what you were doing.
This is from Tessa. Tessa said, on a youth group trip, I looked out the window of the bus to see my friend riding on the hood of the youth pastor's car while going down the highway. You know they had to... That's probably 60 mile an hour.
Yeah.
At least.
65.
Yo, actually, this is so mean. I put a friend of mine was riding on the back of my car, and I was like going way too fast. I didn't fling him off the car, but I remember...
Come on, Sam.
I remember he gets off
Not
and his
bullying.
knuckles, like he was like hanging on for dear life. He was screaming on the back of our car. I'm not going to say who it was because, yeah, doesn't matter.
Me and ripped
No, I'm
his
not gonna
nails
say.
off.
Bro, he came in and his fingers were like frozen like this because he was clawing trying to hang on to the back of my car. So it's real. I wasn't going 60 mile an hour, but
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, I got
65
some,
mile
I
an
got
hour
some
flat.
stories
Yeah,
of people
that
trying
might
to
be
hold
true.
on the car.
A youth
Lucas said
pastor-
this is something
a
Mike
youth
Acosta would
pastor was
do.
letting a kid do that?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Not for long,
he
but
fired.
yes.
Lost his job.
Yeah, he's
huh?
gone. This is from Kelsey. Kelsey said, my youth pastor told us that shortly after he graduated college, he and some buddies accidentally killed their friend.
Well,
According to his story, he and his friends were having a bachelor party where there was a lot of drinking. Eventually, that party led to a group of them heading down to the beach, and they duct taped one of their friends to a pillar by the pier. They realized the next morning, when the rest of them woke up, that they had forgotten about him on the beach. He said they ran down to find him dead, still taped to the pillar.
yes.
You're over there laughing at this. The tide had come in and he had slowly drowned. Our youth pastor was crying at this point, and he left the room after telling us to read a Bible passage. At this point, some of us were crying as well in the congregation. It wasn't until the end of the evening that the pastor came back and said, just kidding.
Bro, you can't play like that, bro. I was really about to cry. Bro. I was about to say, why isn't he locked up?
They said in the middle of the service, the kids were like Googling articles trying to find out if the guys went to jail, and they were calling their parents, everything.
That's crazy.
He said he has no idea why he did it. Didn't tie it into the sermon, nothing. Just randomly did it.
Also, he lied.
Yeah.
I was about to say, them tides got high.
Well, I mean, you ever gone like out under a pier and like,
That's so
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's so crazy.
That is what.
I once killed a man. Thanks.
I once committed murder.
Guys, if you have stories you want to send in, stories at ygcpodcast.com is where you can send them. This is from Toby. Toby said, at youth group, my wife and I were trying to get a group of 16 to 18-year-olds to think about what they would do if they were to ever lead the youth ministry. They weren't super creative, so to get them to think outside the box, I said, imagine that our youth pastor and I died. What would you do to make the youth ministry yours? I tried to reiterate my point by saying, imagine if I died from sickness, but I accidentally said, imagine if I died from syphilis.
Oh.
Oh.
Dang, you would have had that for a long time, buddy, without realizing.
Your silent laugh is amazing. That's all I have to say.
It was funny to me.
Wow. Syphilis, huh?
This is from Jordan. We have 2 more stories here. Jordan said, my friends and I were all in a church camp breakout session where each person in the circle mentioned a prayer request. When the circle got to this young girl next to us, she started her story by telling everyone that she had a long-term boyfriend and was completely heartbroken because he had just dumped her a week before. Following that story, she said, my heart hurts so bad and I have a hole in my heart. I'm scared. Out of nowhere, my friend blurted out, boo-hoo, you're 14, get over it. You'll find another boyfriend eventually. Immediately, the girl responded with, no, I actually have a physical hole in my heart and I'm undergoing open heart surgery in 2 weeks.
Wow.
The room gasped and I wanted to die.
Wow. You could have killed a young lady that day.
How?
Because she was hurt.
This is all escalating so quick. Like, this whole story is crazy.
She had a hole in the heart.
Shaw's reaction's wild. This story's crazy. Like, what's going on? Wow.
She had a hole in her heart, y'all. She could have died.
No.
Yes.
That's
Not
not
from
how
that.
that works.
Literally not how that works.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
I didn't say anxiety.
No. Okay. She said, my heart hurts so bad because she said about her boyfriend. And her other prayer request was, and I have a hole in my heart. I'm going to get surgery in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. 2 different prayer requests. So no, they wouldn't have killed her there.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm trying to explain this.
I heard that wrong. Okay.
One more story. Is there a good comment I'm missing?
That's insane.
That's what I thought he was saying. So I thought that Sha was saying that she had angina. That's why I was like, does she?
I don't think you guys still understand what I meant.
Anxiety.
I think you lost me, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I lost you guys. Because she could have died.
We know.
That was
From like the
heart
hurt
thing?
From the hurt.
right.
not from the hurt. Not from the boyfriend hurt.
You know you can die from a broken heart?
Yeah, you can. Heartstrings,
okay.
like there's literal heartstrings in your heart that if they break too much, they could actually like ruin the structure of your heart so that you die.
And then she has a hole in her heart.
No, it's absolutely true. 100% true.
The more I learn something new every time on this podcast.
Now that's why I said she was gonna die.
He didn't know that.
So
I'm the one who said it.
Okay, one more story, guys. This is from Shannon. Shannon said, a young man in our youth group was special needs and on the spectrum. We had been praying and believing for him for months that he would get a job. Finally, our prayers were answered. But a day after starting his new job, he came into youth group and announced that he got fired. Come to find out, he told a female coworker that her boobs looked great.
He got fired for speaking the truth. If he can't be real there, where can he be real?
How do you know?
He's what?
He said, I know what they look like. Trust me. And those? By my analysis, I know what I've seen. Can't tell me what I've seen.
This is crazy.
Hey man, tell it like it is, bruh. More power to you. Nah, man, he needs his job back.
We should send around a little
Start a
petition for him.
We should see where he was working at
for real.
For
first.
real.
Huh?
We should see where he was working at first to see if they. Never mind.
Nah, Sha, I'd love to hear
Nothing.
what.
At the podcast.
In the podcast. Sha was about to show up, is what he was about to say.
I love it, man. Come on, Sha.
I get canceled today.
How would that? Well, guys, this has been a great episode of Youth Group
This has been a
Chronicles,
great episode.
man. If you want your story read, you can email us at YGC.
stories@ygcpodcast.com. You guys gotta stop.
I'm trying. We can't be on the show together.
His arm is so short.
My chest is hurting.
All right.
Man's arm is stretched all the way out.
We will see all of you
I'm 5'4".
next week.